Hey guys, it's Talon, back with another video. Today I'll be bringing you a review on the Trouble on Tatooine. This set comes with 276 pieces, set number is 75299, and it came out this year in 2021. So let's first start off with the minifigures. First up is probably the most simple minifigure of the three that we have here. It is the Tuscan Raider. Nothing too different compared to the Tuscan Raiders we've had. Same kind of head mold, same staff. I don't know if the body print is any different or not, but it might be. This is my first Tuscan Raider, so this is pretty cool to finally have one of these guys. The head mold is phenomenal, and yeah, I mean the printing is really good. So I mean I don't know if Lego really ever needs to upgrade these guys because they're basically perfect. I mean, if Lego starts integrating like arm printing and stuff into sets more, they could do arm printing for these guys, but I don't know. I mean, I just think this guy's really good and he's basically perfect. So let's move on to the next minifigure. Next up, we have the Mandalorian in his shiny silver Beskar armor. Now this guy looks really, really good. This is my first Mandalorian, so I don't have the original one, but there's nothing really different, or did I really just say there's nothing different? The figure is completely different. Helmet is a different color, and the printing is all different. I mean, there's nothing different. Yeah, what? Nothing different. It's not even close to right, but yeah, this guy looks really, really good. I mean, there's only a couple complaints I have about him, but they're not like the biggest complaints in the world. But first, we'll just get into the good things. So he does come with his long blaster, which I actually saw that Boba Fett used this gun in the Star Wars Holiday Special, the animated one from back in like 1980 something. Yeah, which was really interesting. So that's the origin of that thing. And then there's Mando's pistol. And yeah, his armor is really actually shiny. Like it's a cool chrome. It's hard to see this light. I guess you can kind of like see the reflection kind of coming off of the chest plate there. But yeah, it's really cool. And then he has his arm printing, which is insanely good, like really good arm printing. We have that, it's like that little like mini missile shooter thing that he has on his wrist. We have that there. And then on his other arm, I think it might be the flamethrower. And then there's the Mudhorn insignia, or like his trademark. I don't really know. But yeah, that's cool. And then if you take off, if I can do that, take off his head, it's just the black head, because I don't know why. We've seen his face, but maybe they'll put his face in there at some point, because now in season 2, we've seen his face twice, and for a good amount of time in that episode, in those 2 episodes it was shown. So I think they should do his face, but I don't know. I would say if you want to put his face on this figure and take out the black head, use like Cassian Andor's face with like brown like hair that looks like Poe's hair. That's what I would do, but I don't know. It's your choice. And the other thing I would say they could have done different with this figure is give him a jetpack, which that'd have been nice. And at the end of this review, I will show you what he would look like with a jetpack, because I do have Jango Fett from the 2013 Corporate Alliance tank droid, and that jetpack is silver, so that would look good on this guy. So yeah, let's move into the next figure, which this is the cheapest that he has come in. Here next, and the final figure, is Baby Yoda. Now, I don't have him as well. I don't have any of the figures in this set. I don't have any Mandos. I don't have a Baby Yoda. I don't even have a Tuscan Raider. And Baby Yoda is no different, and he's really, really good. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like the perfectly accurate thing, but I mean, he's still pretty good, I would have to say. My mom is like in love with Baby Yoda right now, so I mean, she was very happy that I was getting this set, and that prompted her to allow me to get this set. So that was nice. But yeah, a lot of people have complaints with like his back. Like you can see kind of like the weird looking back. It needs to be smaller. His back is too big, but I get why it is, and that's because of the stud. It has to fit and all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's Baby Yoda. He looks really, really good. They kind of did some like dual molding with his hands and arms, which is cool. He's got a rubber head, and yeah, he's kind of the size of like any like regular like baby in Lego. So yeah, I would say he looks really, really good. So yeah, let's move on to the set itself. So before we get into the set here, I forgot to show the instructions, which have instructions plus. And yeah, they kind of got bent in the box, unfortunately. But the box came in very good condition. I ordered this off of lego.com. Came very quick. I ordered this with some of the new city road plates, and they are on back order, so they have not come yet. Hopefully they will be sometime soon, but that's the box. It's kind of the back, just showing kind of like the scene. And yeah, this box does not have thumb tabs, which is nice. Oh yeah, and there's one thing I gotta show you in the instructions really quickly. Let's flip through there. Okay. So the first thing is that there are the three spring sets here with the Resistance X-Wing, the Imperial shuttle. It's just a shuttle. I don't know what I was going for there. Or it has a specific name. Shuttle Tidarium, there we go. And then we have the AT-AT with the Tauntaun microfighters there. And then, something kind of funny that they did end up changing is Luke's lightsaber, if I can get it. It's still blue in these instructions, which is kind of funny. I noticed that when I was flipping through here just to see kind of the new sets and what the figures and stuff looked like. And that's kind of funny how it's still in here. But they did end up changing it to green, like in the new like set images and stuff. So it's good now, but yeah, I just thought that was funny. So let's get into the set here. First, we have Mando's speeder. Now, this speeder, I would have to say, is a really, really good design for Mando's speeder. I mean, I couldn't have done it better myself, though I'm not a vehicle builder, so I couldn't do any vehicles very well. It's a really nice speeder. I don't think they're kind of meant to be bent, I guess, unless it's crashing, but you can bend like this front thing to kind of like level it out, like, and you can bend this too, like the handles, so I guess he can like raise them until he can go fly up. I don't know, but yeah, it's just really, so like if the thing is like this all like messed up, you can put it down, lower those, and then try to flatten this thing out on the floor, so then you can get the handles and the kind of front symmetrical with the bottom there, so that's nice. And then on the back here for some accessories, we have just a little backpack, kind of like the ones that they use in the Hoth Rebels from like 2010 sets. Then we have a little sack for Baby Yoda to go in, because in this scene he was in this little sack, so that's kind of funny. It's also the like holder for babies, like for parents in Lego City sets, which is kind of funny. So yeah, he fits in there pretty nice. It's kind of hard to get him out, especially in the position that I'm in. Right now, I'm actually laying on my floor, that's beautiful. But yeah, there we go, we got him out. The sack is a little loose, so it's kind of shaky, unfortunately, but if you just press these pieces in as much as you can, it takes it away a little bit, but it's still a little shaky. So don't want to hurt Baby Yoda. I don't want to like scratch him or anything, because that wouldn't be good. My dog's already tried to eat him, so that's not good. But yeah, then there is some nice detail on the sides here. Pretty good detail, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty good. Got some vents on the side as well. Got this little, I don't know, plate thing, probably covering the engine or something. I don't know where the engine would be on this, maybe back here. But yeah, just some extra detail and stuff. We got a nice seat here for Mando. I like how they do the seats nowadays, where it's like, it's not the full 4 studs, where they do like 2 studs for the back of the figure's legs, and then their feet can go up on the tile there, so they can get ripped off the spear easier. And then there's also 2 clips for Mando's guns, so we can just take those out of his hands. We can take them and stick them right on here, like that. You can take the long gun that was in the Star Wars Holiday Special from Boba Fett. If you ever want to find this gun to like know what I'm talking about, look up the Star Wars Holiday Special and look up Boba Fett like saving Luke. because they do meet earlier in Star Wars according to the holiday special. But anyways, just if you want to find that gun, then we can sit Mando down in here like so, and then kind of lean him back. The handlebars, I haven't actually tried to sit him down in here yet, which I probably should have. But they go in his hands pretty well. I would say he looks pretty good on the speeder. You could lower his legs a little bit so he's more flush. And then, yeah, he looks good. So just maybe, okay, that's interesting. So it's kind of hard to get this front part flat on the ground with Mando in here gripping the handlebars. So I guess he can't really pull up on this and make it go fly off into space or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's Mando on the speeder there. I guess to finish off the little look, we got Baby Yoda who can go in his little sack. And then, yeah, they can ride off and fight the Crate Dragon. And if you're looking at this set, I don't know why you wouldn't have watched Season 2. So you should have known that spoilers were coming in the beginning. But I'll put it in the description just in case somebody's already been spoiled. So then next we have the Ballista, I believe is what it's called. It's like a big crossbow looking thing. Comes with an extra spring-loaded missile, but these ones are cool because they are metallic. They're kind of like a silvery looking color, so we can just shoot that thing off into a garbage can. It didn't go in it, it just hit it, thank God. And yeah, it's a cool looking thing. It really does look pretty cool. It's got this clear brick on the bottom there, which I guess if you're not looking for it specifically, you can't really see it, like when the thing's on the floor. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Then there's this like weird dish thing in the front. I don't know if that's like for stabilization when it's like shooting at something or what. And then it has these kind of big things here. I guess they help pull back like on the big spears that they shoot out of them. And the one cool thing about this situation here is that, so these things that grip these onto them, they have like a rounded edge so that these stick pole thingamabobs, when they connect to this, they're a little long so that these aren't perfectly flushed like straight with this, like with this stud. And since these have the rounded back, these can turn out like forward so that that's not like a bad looking problem or anything. So that's kind of nice. I noticed that when I was building, I was like, what is going to happen here? But it's all perfectly fine. Then we just have some legs here. You can adjust them however you want. You can't make this thing any shorter unless you take out the brick, but you can make it taller, like just by shifting the legs. And then in the back here, there's kind of like this thing. I don't know if this is for people to hold it. And then there's a little, I guess, like wheel to spin the missile or the giant spear back into it here, into the spring-loaded shooter. So yeah, it looks pretty good back there. It looks like it is kind of getting pulled back. It can't really in like actuality. I don't know how they would do that, but yeah, it looks good. One thing I just noticed is that on this, hold on, let me just shoot it out of here. On this spring-loaded missile, if I can get it to focus, please focus. If I don't hit the camera. Come on. There we go. It's like a hole. I've never seen that before. That's wacky. That's weird. They're not on the clear ones, but I've never had like a solid colored one, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, we'll move into the tent, which is probably the most basic out of them, but it is kind of nice to get a Tuscan Raider tent in Lego so that we could do like both Shimmy Skywalker death and Anakin killing some Tuscan Raiders and this scene. So that's nice. Got just a little fire down here. It's kind of a really basic fire. Like the rocks are all cheese wedges and just like placed kind of evenly. Not really random at all, unlike you would think there'd be in real life. This flame, there's only one, which is also kind of weird and basic. Then there's a little bowl here though with some bones in it, so that's nice. I think, let me look. The set does come with an extra bone, so if you want to use that, you can. But yeah, there's, I guess, I don't know what this thing is back in here. It's like a little plate. Oh, there's a feline over here. And then we just got some support thing to hold up the tent, but it actually doesn't hold anything up. It's just there like to show that something would be held up. And yeah, just not too much like floor detail. There's some like little grill tiles back there, and then like little 1x2 cheese slope there. And there's also a little clip here, so you could take your Tuscan Raider, take his staff off of him, and hopefully he is okay down there. He looks like he's sleeping. Then you can just put that there. It's kind of an interesting looking setup, but that's fine. The camera does not want to focus. It's just focus on the staff, please. And you can just take it off and give it back to your Tuscan Raider. So yeah, that's all for this set. The feline. Oh no, that's great. Well, that is where we will end it today for this review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this not in focus review. Jesus, this thing's a mess. That's why you don't really record off your phone if you don't have to. But yeah, that's going to conclude this review. Thank you all for watching this video. Comment down below your thoughts on this set. I think it's a pretty good set. Minifigures are fantabulous. I mean, everybody complains. They're like, oh, it should have had a Cobb Vanth. Well, that'd have been great, but if you know Lego, they're not going to give us exactly what we want. With Final First Battle Pack, they didn't give us exactly what we want because it's not technically a battle pack. So, I mean, just understand that Lego is a company and they don't really, they care but don't at the same time what the consumer wants. So everybody gets all upset about it. Okay, that's great. And Lego doesn't care. So yeah, that was a great thing to end on there. But yeah, like the video if you like the set, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, different random stuff that any Lego channel kind of does. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in another video.